Independent identity does not develop when living with a narcissist. The maturity of a narcissist is nothing more than that of an 8-year-old child. They believe the whole world revolves around them. To them, you are nothing but an extension of the narcissist. You must behave, say, and do as the narcissist does. They need that control over you as your independence threatens them. When you have been through this abuse for quite a length of time, you start to think, act and feel as the narcissist does. You begin sounding like them. All of us find ourselves at this point after the abuse. When you stop thinking and start feeling and honoring those feelings, is when you will heal. Your heart, how you feel, may not feel your best in the beginning. Whatever you are feeling, do what needs to be done in order to welcome those emotions. Yes, we have to detox our body, detox our minds, change our location, home and friend circle, all of this goes without saying. But the only way to know what your path of healing looks like is when you honor how you feel. Not all of us heal the same way. None of us take the exact same route to healing. How this abuse has affected you will be clear to you when you spend enough time by yourself. Use the help of your therapist to figure out how this abuse has affected you. The weapons the narcissist uses against you are the ways in which you have been hurt. The areas they attacked were supposedly your strengths, but the narcissist wanted to take that away from you. So the answer to how you need to heal from this, and what road you need to take has to be figured out by you. The answer is with you already. You have to trust yourself in what you already know. Using that information you have to understand what you need to do, might be hard to do in the beginning, but it does get easier as time goes by. Every time you make decisions you have to understand that your understanding of yourself and how you want to live is only growing now. You will require a lot of patience to keep making those tweaks when living this healing journey. This trust in yourself comes with time and experience. You are essentially learning how to work with yourself. This learning takes time. It is definitely quite easy to want to give up while you are doing this. Not only are you exhausted from the abuse, now you are having to navigate this new journey, which is lonely and is wanting you to give birth to a new you. This is certainly a tough job. I personally know how challenging this can be. Having faith and hope in this journey is certainly the most important thing we need to keep in mind when healing from this. In having said that, hope and faith are necessary elements, we also have to keep in mind that knowledge about this abuse and the abuser is pivotal in being able to heal. The narcissist sets you up for abuse later in life. They program you to receive it later in life from others. Only you know if you are the scapegoat, the golden child, or the flying monkey. Whoever you were to the narcissist, you have developed a certain pattern. Understanding this pattern can help you create a lot of self-awareness. The way you were set up by the narcissist will unfold the blueprint they created for you to be abused. The feeling of trusting yourself only develops when you have taken informed steps towards undoing all that the narcissist did to you. This undoing comes with reading literature on this abuse, watching videos and taking time to contemplate what equation you had with the narcissist and how they programmed your mind. Take my example, I was a scapegoat of my family. My narcissistic mother offered this role to me as I was able to see her for who she really is. When you are scapegoated your whole life, it makes you lose your boundaries and your sense of self. What I realized is that people do not like to admit anything about themselves. Especially hard truths, which are not easy to admit. When a person who gets easily blamed for things comes along, people collectively choose this one person to project all the faults on them. They do this to protect themselves psychologically. If you are a scapegoat like I was, then the chances are you might find it hard to make friends or hold jobs as you become the point of target quite easily. To avoid this, you might be avoiding life altogether. The changes I brought about was I started treating myself with a lot of love and respect. How I was feeling moment by moment took priority, and I stopped seeking approval from the outside world altogether. Plus, I had some changes I needed to make. I would talk too much at workplaces due to poor boundaries. I would also part with private information quite easily. So had to work on my boundaries. When I started working on all these aspects, it took me 3 to 4 years to see any changes. I could not for the life of me work on my boundaries and stop talking to people so much. But then I did it anyway. I changed my self-image. When I changed the idea I had about myself, I was able to establish boundaries. For this, I had to get in touch with the very core of my being. A lot of stillness and silence helped. I had to have a clear idea of what I look and sound like when I interact with others. This included the body language and tone of voice I used with everyone. Every piece of information in this journey, which helps in creating self-awareness, helps you knowing what it is that you need to do to heal. The road to developing your independent identity comes from you analyzing what was the point of target for the narcissist, your equation with them, and what has happened as a result of this. Poor boundaries can be one of them. People-pleasing. Low self-worth. While you may not know the answers to many of your problems straight away, only your life experience and you acting on what you have learned about yourself can truly bring about any change. Are you able to feel healthy self-worth and love for yourself irrespective of your circumstances? I found that it is only when I was able to do this I was able to change unhealthy patterns within myself. So are you able to offer yourself that love, and are you able to feel good about yourself? This is the question you need to be asking and working on to heal. Without love, you will not survive. Are you willing to self-reflect on your everyday interaction with yourself and others? Can you be honest with yourself about what you perceive about yourself? Are you willing to receive healthy criticism from yourself to change unhealthy patterns? Will you be patient enough to form these new patterns of thought, belief, and behavior? When I say patience the size of a planet. Depending on how these questions made you feel, you can see how far you are willing to go to heal your wounds. Healing does not have to be exhausting. It can flow provided you are ready to flow with it in all directions it takes you. When you start listening to your feelings, all the turns you take in being able to heal yourself will always be the right turns. You will never regret these turns you take. I hope this video has given you an idea about the kind of mindset you need to have when forming your own identity. I hope it has highlighted the importance of self-awareness and patience on this journey. Have faith even if you feel you are not on the right path. Knowing that bit is also information. You will be guided, just believe in this. Whatever you do, never give up.